You hope you never need one, of course, but in an emergency and if an ambulance is needed, you want the best. And now, who will be operating that ambulance in Taylor County is up for debate.
That discussion, the prime subject at today's Taylor County Commissioners Court public hearing. KTAB's Tobin Smith at the courthouse during the presentation.
Tensions were raised during a public hearing at the Taylor County Commissioners Court.
Judge, we've been grinding on this thing for several months.
In terms of evaluating companies, then I want to make sure that we have vetted that properly.
The apprehension was such that it even prompted a response from the crowd.
Why are we trying to fix something that ain't broke?
Ultimately, the decision was left for another day.
All in favor of taking no action on this agenda item until potentially April 23rd of 2024, please indicate by saying aye and raise your hand. Aye.
Well, with the decision being tabled until at least April, we got a chance to speak with some of the EMT companies that are involved in this decision and got their take on this situation as a whole.
It's still neighbors taking care of neighbors, local people taking care of local people.
Will Hendon is the regional director for American Medical Response, and he expresses how their corporate backing should not discourage the public from trusting MetroCare.
It's going to be exactly the way it is now, with good folks taking care of good folks, and you can still look over your shoulder and expect that your friend is going to be the person looking out for you.
David Allman is the executive director of Taylor County EMS, the EMS service who is currently contracted with the county, and he explains how familiarity has helped them to gain the public's confidence.
The people that live in the county that rely on these services, they want Taylor County EMS to stay. We're the ones providing your volunteer fire departments with training. We're the ones that are out at the Expo Center standing by for West Texas Fair and Rodeo, out on the fairgrounds voluntarily. We don't get paid for that.
With the question of who will take over EMS services up in the air, all anyone can do until April is wait. For BigCountryHomepage.com, I'm Tobin Smith.
Thank you, Tobin. A final decision, though, will not be made until more information is gathered between now and a meeting in April.